Yeah.
Let's move on. 1 p.m. Eastern. Cleveland Browns 7-9, 3-5 on the road at Pittsburgh Steelers 8-8, 3-4 at home. Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 35 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 6 miles per hour. You guys were bang on the Browns and what their defense was doing over the last 4 or 5 games, and you reaped the rewards. That under was a great bet, Andy. And I know a bunch of cappers on the Browns that got their cash.
I feel bad not betting the Browns. Like in hindsight, looking at this, like, hey, Jameis Winston, somebody mentioned Jameis. Carson Wentz is laying points. Like, that's the handicap. That's the whole handicap, right? Well, I should bet on the other team who's getting points against Carson Wentz in 2022. 2023, actually, right now we're at. But yeah, that was good job, anyone who just blindly bet against him. That worked out in spades.
Oh, it just was. You must have been just pointing and laughing. Pittsburgh opening up -2.5, -112. They're now -2.5, -119. This 2.5 got up to a 3, obviously, got up to -126. Totals wise, it's opened up at 39 and it's up to 40. Slightly juiced to the over. Take a look at the cash for this one. Browns, Steelers. We have 5,069 tickets in, 38% of the tickets, 49% of the cash on Cleveland. Then we have 92% of the tickets and 90% of the cash on the under, and it's gone up a point. Crazy. Browns come in off their most impressive win of the season, 24-10 at Washington to end the Commanders' playoff hopes. Watson, 9 of 18 for 169 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. He also ran 8 times for 31 yards. Amari Cooper is a boss. WR1. Caught 3 passes for 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chubb ran 14 times for 104 yards. Their defense was excellent. Intercepted Wentz 3 times, sacked him 3 times, hit him 6 times. Held the Commanders to 260 yards, 1 red zone appearance. Jack Conklin, their right tackle, left in the fourth quarter with an ankle injury. And Denzel Ward left with a shoulder injury. I couldn't get updates, and we'll get them tomorrow with the first injury report, but I tried to find out how bad Ward's injury was, and I could not. The Steelers can clinch the AFC 7th seed with a win versus the Browns and the Dolphins loss versus the Jets and the Patriots loss at the Bills. So a lot will have to happen. Haven't had a losing record since 2003. Have never had one under Mike Tomlin, who's in his 16th season. They've won 6 of 8. Only Washington in 2020 and Cincinnati in 1970 have made the playoffs after starting 2-6. They come in off an impressive 16-13 win at Baltimore, down 13-3 with less than 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Still just livid. Kenny Pickett, 15-27 for 168 yards and a touchdown. Freiermuth, 3 for 36. Najee Harris ran 22 times for 111 yards, caught 2 passes for 12 yards and a touchdown. The first player all season to rush for 100 yards against the Ravens. They made the plays when it mattered most, 10 of 16 on third down. They've been doing that now. This is their 4th week of getting yards and having nice third down numbers. It's just, for whatever reason, they don't seem to get down into the red zone. And they did when it counted and got the job done. The defense was strong, held the Ravens to just 240 total yards, finished 1 sack, 3 quarterback hits. Minkah Fitzpatrick had a pick. Miles Jack left with a groin injury, and he's been dealing with a groin issue for 2 months. So I tried again to get information on Miles Jack. I suspect that he won't be in the lineup. And then cornerback James Pierre is in concussion protocol. Take it away for us here, Andy. Browns, Steelers.
Yeah, I'm back and forth on Kenny Pickett. Like he's been okay in bigger moments compared to early in the season, early in his career when they finally did go to him, he looked like absolute dog shit on a cracker. Like just, this guy is pressing. He's making bad decisions. He's horrible. He's not great. Go look at his stat line. It wasn't a good game from him, but he did it when it mattered. And he did it against a great coach, a well-coached defense, a division rival. Like, the market has loved Pittsburgh for a month, and they've been rewarded. And I don't expect them to hop off that gravy train anytime soon. This number is what it is for a reason, despite the Browns offense coming alive against what I thought was a pretty decent defense. Like, I got a little nervous. I thought the Browns were going to kick a lot more field goals than they were, but you get a couple of Cooper passes and somebody takes a bad angle, all of a sudden I'm sweating my under a little in that one. But if the Browns offense is going to be a little livelier, maybe that's not maybe it's where the Pittsburgh train finally ends. So another teaser leg I like. This is a low total. It's a divisional game. Like we just said, the Browns defense looks great, and Watson and Cooper are starting to find a little bit of a rapport. So this is probably true because I did mention like the Bills game is a nice teaser leg, but I'm just not settled on betting on that team right now where they're at. So if I did have to take, the Kansas City Chiefs in that teaser and put them with another team, it would probably be this one. It's if you're getting a 2.5 and you can take that out to 8.5, and then you get the Kansas City number down to 1.5. That's a nice teaser.
Is that something you want to make official?
Yeah, I'm looking for. I'm just making sure I can get it at the book that I bet those at.
Steelers, Chiefs. So it'd be just see this here now. So the Chiefs would be 1.5. Is that right? And
Yep.
And let's move over here. So Chiefs would be minus 1.5, and the Steelers would be
plus 8.5.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Chiefs minus 1.5. Steelers plus 8.5.
Or excuse the Browns plus 8.5. Excuse me. Yeah, don't. If you want to give me Steelers plus 8.5, that would be awful generous. But no, Chiefs Browns.
Chiefs minus 1.5. Browns plus 8.5 is Andy's teaser of the week. All right, I'm going to stay off of that spot. I do think there's some truth to what Birdie's saying. He's saying not betting this, but Garrett did say publicly the Browns want this game for what it's worth. I think the Browns care about
still a divisional game. It's a rival.
Yeah, and they care about giving the Steelers a losing season or keeping them out of the playoffs and things like that. But I'm hesitant to make a move on it. And then this total also, you would think when these two teams battle that the under would be in play, and it's we take a look at where the cash is. You got 92% of tickets, 90% of cash on the under, and yet it's gone up a point.
The Steelers, they've scored 16, 13. The Ravens game before that, they scored 14. I know the Falcons game was pretty low scoring. It's not a team where I'm expecting them to put up a ton of points. I think just staying inside this teaser leg is going to be pretty simple for the Browns unless they, fuck up on a colossal level turnover wise.
Yeah, it would just have to be a turnover situation that would do it. I agree. I like the look